Hello everyone, thank you for joining us. I'm Miles Luna and this is the Rooster Teeth Recap. Let's have some fun, shall we?
This episode of the RT Recap is brought to you by NatureBox. Order healthy, great-tasting snacks right to your door. Forget the vending machine and treat your body right with healthy, delicious food. You'll even find snacks that are low on sugar, non-GMO, and without gluten. Support the recap and get 50% off your first order. Just go to naturebox.com/roosterteeth.
Welcome back from that fun little commercial. Now, let's go ahead and start with some Rooster Teeth Red, shall we? Speaking of Rooster Teeth, we had a Rooster Teeth podcast earlier in the week where me and some of my best good friends got together and we just talked and talked, kind of like our other friends on The Patch and Screenplay, where some of our good friends get together and talk about movies that they like. I like movies, pornographic mainly. Now we're just going to grab a little bit of phthalo blue because, when I think of blue, I think of the Rooster Teeth animated adventure. And let me tell you, my friend Jeff had some weird dreams. Now to get into some mountains, I'm going to switch to this. My good friend Flat Tool. We're going to talk a little bit about RT life. Not entirely sure what it is this week, but that's okay. Sometimes I like to pretend that my paintings actually exist somewhere out in the world. Maybe this is a nice summer camp, like Camp Cockadoodle. We got a new shirt in the store this week, so why don't you go on by and just check it out for yourself. Maybe there's a nice little balcony up here for campers to look at the sun and leap to their doom. Now we're just going to get a little bit of that Yang Xiaolong yellow to go in here and make that sun a supernova that'll wipe out the universe. If you like Yang Xiaolong, we got a figure of her in the store. You know what I think this scene needs? Just a helicopter carrying a tank. Let's give that Achievement Hunter green. You see, the Achievement Hunters did a nice Let's Play this week. It's called the Cargo Tank, where, they just put a tank on a cargo bob and just blew shit up. Now that sounds a little violent for you and me, so why don't we just paint ourselves down here by the lake, playing a nice game of hot potato, just like those Achievement Hunter fellas. They're so funny. Always make me smile whenever I'm not smiling. Now I'm just going to stick with this dirty old brush for this next bit. And while I do that, why don't you take a look at the Let's Plays scrolling across the bottom of the screen and see if you find one that you like yourself. Now we're just putting in a giant creeper to honor this week's Let's Build, which is the giant creeper. So this painting belongs to you, Jeff and Gavin and the others. Speaking of Gavin, I hear he and Jack did a bit of a achievement hunt this week. If you want to check that out. Oh, well, that just looks like shit, doesn't it? You know what? Let's roll with it. Now it's bird shit. I'm just going to pull all these colors together and make them mesh like they're all friends. We're play pals. This week in Play Pals, it was Five Nights at Freddy's. I mean, what's Freddy doing to him? Nothing, officer. Then we had a bit of versus, which was Gavin versus Ryan, which it's always fun. A little friendly competition. Just kicking it up. Now for all you dear sponsors out there, we had a special live video of Super Fight, which is, just a fun game, but gets me a little violent, because then I remember the war. My good friend Blaine behind camera is also telling me that we have a how-to this week called Slap. Just trying to get me riled up, Blaine? Calling something slap like that, huh? You trying to bring the demon out of me, aren't you? With Slap. There it is. Now we're going to mix together a nice ruby, which will also serve as a segue to talk about Ruby Episode 4, where that gosh darn Torchwick is, well, I don't want to spoil it. Ruby, my second favorite color, number 1 being just plain old red, and his brother Blue. Red versus Blue Season 12 was this week, and, well, the gang's learning a lot of fun things. And, try not to die. Well, shoot, it looks like we're about out of time, so let's put the finishing touches on this beautiful painting with a little bit of phthalo white. And there we go. We did that together today, audience, and, well, I'd be lying if I said I didn't have a pretty darn good time.